Hey there, fellow ghost story lovers. My name is Artie, and I'm a writer who's obsessed with uncovering and sharing ghost stories from the mysterious heart of South Texas. If you're into haunted places, unexplained shadows, and stories rooted in real folklore, you're in the right place. What you're about to hear is the prologue to my brand new novel, The Shadowy Figures of the Aztec Theater. It all takes place right here in San Antonio, and if you're from the area, you might recognize a few of the real locations that inspired this fictional tale. So, do like I do. Grab a nice drink, turn the lights down low, and let the shadows tell you a story. If you enjoy this kind of storytelling, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next chilling chapter when it drops. Now, let's begin.
The Shadowy Figures of the Aztec Theater. Prologue. The projection booth. The lock shouldn't have turned without the key. And yet, with one final twist of Father Fisher's hand, the warped brass handle gave way with a brittle snap, and the heavy door to the projection booth creaked open, spilling a breath of ancient, acrid air into the corridor. It was the smell of singed celluloid, scorched wiring, sweat, and something old, something dead. The three of them, Luis, Father Fisher, and Claire Gonzalez, stood in stunned silence. Behind them, the murmur of the theater's empty auditorium faded into irrelevance, swallowed by the unnatural hush that radiated from the open doorway. What they saw inside didn't belong to 2025. It didn't belong to the now at all. Inside, time had buckled. The sleek AV control systems that had been installed in the early 2000s were gone, replaced by rusted cabinets, faded safety posters, and a clunky carbon art projector so old it looked like it had been dragged straight out of a museum and brought to life by some cruel magic. Spools of film, their metal reels tarnished and brittle, sat stacked on wooden shelves. A grimy fan, motionless in the ceiling, hung at a crooked angle as if bowing in defeat to decades of dust. Yellowed newspapers lined one wall for insulation, their headlines trapped in ghostly mid-scream, and in the center of it all, bent over the projector, was a man. He moved like someone performing a ritual, not a task. So measured and intentional. The firelight glow of the projector flickered across his back, casting long shadows that crawled up the soot-streaked walls. His shirt was white once, now tobacco-stained and thin at the elbows. Black suspenders, cracked and stretched, tugged against his frame. Burn scars peeked from beneath his sleeves like charred lace.
Luis swallowed. His voice was a rag caught in his throat. Clara's eyes narrowed, blinking as if the sight might change if she stared hard enough. Father Fisher said nothing, his crucifix gripped tightly, lips silently forming an old Marianist prayer. And then the man spoke. Come in, come in. His eyes didn't look at them. He didn't have to. His voice was warm but hollow, echoing strangely in the tight space, as if it had taken a long time to reach them. The reel's ready. I kept it ready all this time. Clara stepped forward into the room, involuntarily past Father Fisher. Something in her had responded. Some root, some nerve, tugged tight like a thread pulled across time. He paused for just a beat, his hand on the crank. Without turning, he added gently, too gently, "It's good to see you again." Clara froze. "You know me?" she asked. The man didn't answer. Instead, he turned back to the projector and flipped a brass switch with a satisfying clack. The machine roared to life, not digitally, not cleanly, but like a beast waking from a century of slumber. The reels began to spin. Lights sputtered and burst from the lens, casting flickering shapes against the opposite wall. And as the firelit glow lit the projectionist from behind, he leaned slightly forward. That's when they saw it. A jagged, gaping piece of the back of his skull was gone. Burned clean through, the bone curled inward like the edge of melted film. A soft glow pulsed inside the wound, flickering in rhythm with the projector spin. No one screamed, but none of them moved. The door creaked shut behind them, black and white and silent. The reel began to play.